also now, I caused a controversy last night, but I said, look, the new effects, they look good, but I think they should have used AI. I do. Right? And people were like somewhat aghast. The point is, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. That's why I'm advocating it. Well, up to. But the problem being, look up the thing called Showrunner. I talked about it earlier on in the show. You'll really like it, right? I think it'll tickle your fancy. She cried. Ooh.
Bishop.
Show me someone who believes in anything.
You know, honestly, I think this is a season where they all kind of gelled into the characters much more, especially Paul Darrow. Paul Darrow was great all the way through the first season, but Avon became Avon in the second season. I think a lot more. You've got to like him more, right? And at the end, what was it when Blake says, I always trusted you, or something along those lines? It was great. It was wonderful.
And I will show you a fool.
We are not going to use Star One to rule the Federation. We are going to destroy it.
Again, look, I am somebody who's all up for the remastering, right? A lot of people really hate it, right? Again, something interesting in the discussion last night is a different way people view watching their media. Like Bolstrek, for him, it's first, somewhat ritualistic practice. He likes getting the DVD out or the Blu-ray out and putting it in the machine. And I get that, right? I can understand why the appeal. It just, for me, it's too much of a pain in the ass. But also, he likes to, and a lot of people like to relive where they were at the time when they saw that media. What I like to do is relive the story, right? And so if the story can be realized in a better way, and I enjoy the story because of that, I'm up for changing it. Like, I think the Pete Mateague Happiness Patrol is way better than the broadcast version, along with Silver Nemesis. Silver Nemesis is unbelievable shit, right? But the Pete Mateague version is okay, right? It's not good, but it's not like cringe embarrassment, right? So I'm up for the remastering. Yeah, again, these are nice, but I still think they should have used AI for them.
This is Series 2.
I met David Maloney, and the first thing David Maloney said to me, that science fiction is costumes and special effects, and that is where I'm going to put the money.
We were obligated
Obviously, June Hudson, I assume.
by contract to do 2 series.
Yeah, and I was trying to leave, and so I was there slightly under sufferance, but I still enjoyed being...
That's a very cute puppy she's got there, I have to tell you. I wish she had a little kitty cat so I could say, man, I like her pussy.
with you and the team.
We had fun.
We always look for unique locations, and we were actually filming on the top of the core of the nuclear reactor.
And the thing went off and Paul went flying or whatever.
Bloody hell. God knows how we didn't get blown to smithereens.
An explosion going off in the middle of a nuclear power station.
No health or safety, as we said, health or effing safety. And we were healthier and safer.
I hope that's yours, because if it's ours, and
forget it. Good
say
night.
goodbye.
What you don't see is I get up in one movement and go, what the?
It starts with a script and Terry Nation's fingers tapping away.
Yeah, and by the way, Matthew Sweet, super lovey, very good at his job. These interviews are fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So I'm like, who could it be? Who's the first interviewer? Matthew Sweet interview.
In the page with imagery, somebody had to turn these words into physical reality. Designer Roger Murray Leach.
I can't wait for this one. I love Roger Murray Leach. He did so much just fantastic design work. Not just the Liberator, but Nervous Station. Like, so much stuff he touched, and it was brilliant. I want to hear his life story, right? I want to hear... I'm really up for this.
It wasn't the usual form of set. I thought I'd made it easy. It was all on wheels. But They obviously didn't feel that way about it.
So they broke it. Were they careless or were they malicious, do you think?
Oh, in some cases, absolutely malicious.
I think they're malicious.
The word that comes to mind for me, for David Jackson, is the gentle giant. He was a sweet, sweet, kind man.
Just always wanting to be everybody's friend and always wanting...
I have to tell you, when Gan was killed off, I was like, yeah, it's better. So every time I see Matthew Sweet's speeder, my brain automatically says, twat! That's a very reasonable response. Right? That is a very... I can't argue with you there. That's it. He is a twat, but he's good as a... I'll say the same thing about Ben Cook. Ben Cook can do a good interview. He knows what he's doing. See, a mistake the wokies always make, and they always make the same mistake, is they say, if you are not aligned with us, ideologically, everything you do is awful. Which is nonsense. I mean, I watched Father's Day last week. Paul Cornell, freaking awesome. Like, absolutely freaking awesome. One of the all-time best Doctor Who's ever. Right? And so was this other one. I think they've done any more. Right? But honestly, I think the reason he was never bigger is because he's a twat. Right? Imagine he has one thing going for him. He's not Ben Cook. Well, there is that. There is that. Ben Cook is insufferable. But again, watching how much the world is imploding is just, oh, God, it makes it all so worth it. It really does. As they're like, everything happens the opposite of the way they think it should.
To help everybody.
He was just totally professional, really talented. He had a gorgeous laugh, as you can imagine, from Big Bear Man.
I'd not done anything like a science fiction.
Now, controversial opinion, I prefer the Brian Crouch Travis. I really do. I mean, honestly, I love the Travis. One of my favorite episodes is Gambit, right? When he's like walking in out of like the rad wasteland to the sort of freaking love it. I really genuinely do.
Before, although I had done pantomime, and that
was the closest to it, you think?
Yes, well, because we all wore funny costumes after a while.
In Blake 7, Brian Croucher fought the rebels. Beyond it, he was one of them.
We were sent down for 6 months.
What did your parents think about it?
My mother fainted, and it was a moment of realisation what you'd done. I came out and everybody thought I used to tell people I'd been working on the boats in Monte Carlo because we'd worked in the
tanned,
and they cut my hair short.
Can I be as honest as I want?
Tell you, there's so many people, there's not even left alive to interview. Now, of the original Blake 7, Gareth Thomas is dead, Paul Darrow's dead. They haven't done Michael Keating yet. There's Michael Keating, Jan Chappell, what's her name? Jenna. Sorry, darling, I can't remember your name. Gan's dead. Who's number 7? Wasn't Aurak then? Oh, Zen, I guess, was 7. Right? So you got Michael Keating. You got Dana. Stephen Pacey. It's amazing I can't remember Dana's name. Josette Simon. There you go. Anybody else? And Sue Lin, Glenn's barber. But I think everybody else is dead, right? So I guess I'll do the Sue Yin, Glenn's barber on season 4. Michael Keating, I guess it'll be season 3. Michael Keating, Stephen Pacey, I guess will still be season 3. And Joseph Simon season 4. They also got Joseph Simon. Maybe Joseph Simon and Glenn's barber will see season 4. Where were we?
Right, baby.
Wow, this woman has such presence.
Now, I'm just going to throw this out here. The ultimate sci-fi fantasy, if you're an English person of my age, must be Perry and Serverland, right? Literally a bit S&M. Man, I can't even imagine. That would be very good.
Personality, such strength.
One guy who wrote to me and said, would I come round and beat him up? But don't arrive before 10 o'clock because his mother didn't go to bed until then.
Anybody who ever knew her loved her.
She was an actress who dived in and luxuriated
whatever texture.
Every time I saw her being interviewed, she just seems wonderful, right? It's every time I see, she just seems like an absolutely wonderful person. Please don't turn Jacqueline Pearstock into feminist screech. She won't. I can't imagine. Oh, it's one of the most terrifying things ever. Again, this is why I love Gambit. It's crazy. And listen, don't do drugs, kids. But if you get really super duper high and watch Gambit, it's a pretty good hour. Let me tell you, pretty good way to spend it out. But don't do drugs. It's bad for you. But it's bad for you because they're just so good and so much fun.
She's flamboyant, glamorous, but she was also very vulnerable.
This whole thing was a show to hide how incredibly fragile.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that was very, very much on the surface, right? That it was her flamboyance was to protect herself, right?
She was feeling in herself.
Well, there's been released on kind of a documentary making Blaker, which I actually have. It's on YouTube for a bit. Exclusive commented footage, new audio commentaries, model filming writers, PDF written archive. Now, the only difference between this and the Doctor Who releases is the physical media. Everything is much cheaper, right? The box that they put the discs in, the slipcase is paper thin, right? It's much other than that is great. Cam is great. I have a custom figure of Cantor. Oh, that sounds awesome, right? I love Gambit. I love all love Deep Roy in it. It's one of my. I can watch Gambit back to back with Talons of Weng Chiang and be very, very happy, right? That's a very good way to spend an evening. Anyway.
As far as I am concerned, you can destroy whatever you like. You can stir up 1,000 revolutions. You can wade in blood up to your armpits. Just so long as there is an end to it. When Star One is gone, it is finished, Blake. And I...
By the way, the explanation for the changing Travises was awful. Oh no, with AI you simply have a long flowing hair. No, it's the Gary Newman look made it so sexy.
Wanted. Finished.
They really spend money on this stuff, though.
It really is a pity he's got to die.
I guess Starco's will be the next thing to get the treatment of. Although I would really like them to see them do Dennis Potter, do. Sing Detected, Pennies from Heaven, have the same crew do those Blu-ray sets. I think it'd be fantastic. Avon, definitely the best character on TV. I completely agree with you. So duplicitous, right? So wonderfully duplicitous. It's fantastic. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. And ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.